Hello. So this is yesterday was day 13. That makes this day 14 of Piracetam and Lion Diet. So I did not sleep that great last night, but I slept on the floor and I just been having some back pain from probably just sleeping in bed too long. I intermittently floor sleep very frequently. I just finished up my second outdoor meditation session. Oh, feels good. Love meditating. It's just amazing. And the sunlight, absolutely incredible. I want to get as much sun as I possibly can this summer. Just so good for your mind and body. Feels so good for my mind and body. Circadian rhythm, all that stuff. Just nothing beats it. And I take a lot of vitamin D, so. But also, I don't know if I'm gonna. I might have to get some sunblock zinc oxide that I put on my tattoo because I don't want this thing to fade, but I like to go out in the sun, so it's pretty well preserved. Had that for 6 years now, almost 6 years, so I want to keep it for life, obviously, so I might throw some sunblock on there while I'm doing that, but just the 20-minute periods of sun exposure don't seem to do any harm, but I guess it's all over time. So yeah, some zinc oxide sunblock without anything else in it. Maybe just like tallow and zinc oxide. I wonder how that would work, tallow and zinc oxide. But one thing I'm trying out is trying to get more raw liver in my diet and just keep my calories high. I've been doing fasting, but it kind of just puts me into a coma after I eat all the food. And then maybe I'll go back to that. But something I'm just trying right now. And then also, like, digesting all that food at once is somewhat challenging. And then I can't eat again for a long period of time. I'm wondering if I could get more food in by eating more frequently. So maybe doing, like, for breakfast this morning, I had a pound of ribeye and some raw liver. Just a little bit of raw liver. Chopped all up, and I just swallowed that, ate that, and I feel good. I have energy. I feel really good mentally right now. I'm drinking green tea. I'm probably not going to eat through for the rest of the day, and just go to sleep again. Try to sleep on the floor. See how that goes. Let you know. I end up getting back in the bed after 4 hours, but I feel good though. I mean, my back does feel better. So let's try again today because I remember there's some sort of adaptation period from the times that I've done this, which have been many. Well, 2 other times. I think I've done it for a cumulative 2 years of my life, but those 2 years, man, my back feels so good. It forces you to relax. It's really great. So I'll see how that goes, but I did take Adderall today after, I think I went 10 days, maybe 8 days. I think 8 days without Adderall, and then before that 3 days, and then you can go back to my previous videos to see exact numbers. I'm documenting through these videos as well, because exact specifics can become a little challenging, and I also will listen to my body, so I'll kind of go off schedule. If I'm oh, I only want to take it this number of days, but then I'm feeling good, I just keep not taking it. So, and then also today, I took Adderall after I ate, and I'm just going to fast the rest of the day because I like Adderall and fasting, and then I might do the same thing again tomorrow. Pound of raw, a little bit more raw liver, and then a pound of cooked ribeye, and then just fast again for another 24 hours, and then wait till that makes me really ravenous, and then eat 5 pounds of steak at once. And then go back to maybe a pound and a half of ribeye and some raw liver. Because I feel the raw liver really helps as well. But I can't, if I eat, I don't know, my digestive system is still just adapting. I couldn't digest anything last summer. It was really crappy. I would just eat and then puke. And I had to make these lemon juice kombucha cocktails, where I would drink that, just fresh squeeze a bunch of organic lemons, and then pour that into kombucha, and then just drink that after eating. And that, with fasting, helped my digestive system come back. Because the sheer acidity of the lemons, I imagine there's other good stuff in that too. that was the route I chose to go. I mean, there could have been other things potentially. I could have done yogurt, though I don't know where the sources of the enzymes they get, because the enzymes in cheese aren't that great. The enzymes in cheese are actually sourced from soy. So I haven't been eating any cheese. Again, there's a lot of different ways to skin this cat. I say skin a cat because it is actually kind of unpleasant, regaining health from insomnia, digestive system failure, all this stuff. But I feel resilient. I mean, I feel good now. I feel really good. Hopefully I'll sleep on the floor tonight and get like maybe 6 hours of floor sleep, probably equivalent to like 9 hours of bed sleep. Because I remember that being a thing. You sleep so deep because it forces your body to relax. Went for a walk. My hip was hurting, but I just kind of like slowed down my walk until it was like the slowest I could move forward. Like, you know, if you're standing still, you kind of want to walk. I just kind of stood still and like just let my natural desire to move guide me forward with my hiking stick on a brief half-mile walk, and that was nice. That was very nice. I really enjoyed that because it made my hip feel better. Just moving to the joy of my body and conditioning myself to walk is a huge component of getting healthier. Yeah, and then I aim to probably go back off. Maybe I take Adderall tomorrow, and then it'll be Saturday. What's it? Saturday I won't take it, and then Sunday I won't take it, and then I'll throw some fasts in with Piracetam, and then I'll see how that goes. But meditating also while on Piracetam is definitely going to be a huge component of this, and not smoking weed, because weed just kind of slumps brain metabolism, and I feel like that is not going to be helpful. So I'm going to be reducing variables to a necessary minimum to be really scientific about regaining my sleep at this point. So that's just something I'm focusing on, and stay tuned if you want to see more of this process. I'm just going to keep posting this transition off of Adderall because I think that that's something that's really interesting, just transitioning off of drugs, because people are like, oh, drug dependency, and it's such a debated thing, and I've been dependent on nicotine, I've been dependent on caffeine before and quit, and I feel like it's just interesting. Like, it's very interesting weaning yourself off drugs, the physiology of it, using drugs to get like a boost when you're exercising, like taking caffeine before exercise. People use pre-workout. There's a wasp flying around me. These nasty wasps that burrow through stone. But just documenting this whole process, being very scientific about this, because I think there's a lot of interesting stuff going on, like getting off Adderall onto Piracetam, fasting. I can comb through all this later and use this to guide studies, which could really be very insightful, because I feel like as I'm healing my brain, I'm sort of passing by these ideas, and I'm like just writing them down. I'm like, oh, explore that later. Oh, explore that later. And I like that. So stay tuned.